Hey Pisces, welcome to Tarot and Heal. Welcome to the place where we tarot and heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. Welcome to your December reading. Let's see what's going on. I come to you humbly, God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Pisces Collective needs to know? Thank you so much. For the first half of December, how can they work their light? Oh, whoa, what? How did the whole deck just fall out my hand? Oh, there we go, some more. All right, these are the two that's left. Alright, oh, the three. This one flipped over. We have protection. Call back your power. Cut the sword. Soul retrieval. That's like an afterthought, a side note. Okay, unbound and boundaries. Oh, maybe it's not. Holy shit. Yeah, all three are pretty much. You saw how it fell out of my hand, too. That was crazy. I was like, look, we ain't got time for you to shuffle. We just going to drop all this so you can just see the cards. The cards in your hand, that's what we need you to see. All right. So, yeah. Setting those boundaries, cutting the cords. Boundaries and unbound. And protection. Okay. These two came out together. I feel like this is like a sidebar because this is what's happening in the background. I feel like the protection is more of a psychic protection. Obviously, you doing it for yourself, but I feel like your ancestors are doing it too. Okay. All right. I feel like you need to know that your path is protected. All right. But you do, like, yes, you do. Even though your path is protected, you still have to put in the effort to do. Make it easy on your guides to protect you. Like, don't do dumb shit like walk off a cliff and then expect, them to save you, to do a miracle, perform a miracle, right? So set those proper boundaries when it comes to certain people. Don't make these silly decisions, because you're like, oh, well, everything is going to be okay anyway because Spirit got me. Yeah, but you're still going to get hurt if you do something that's going to lead to your pain. So set proper boundaries. Okay. What's going on? What's going on with the Pisces? The Moon card. Speaking of that beautiful psychic energy. Okay. I'm getting illusions. Oh gosh. Alright, what's going on here? Alright, let me get into it. Hold on. What's the Moon card here? Oh gosh. Alright. So it seems like you're not seeing certain things clearly. There might be it might be a snake in the grass, alright? We talked about this with the last reading, the fairy reading, right? Go out and frolic in the grass, but also remember the lessons that you've learned. It might be an inclination to be like, oh, okay, I'm happy, I'm a happy fairy, and then like forget the lessons that you've learned or spiritually bypass it. Do not do that, all right? Because there's a need to definitely keep the common sense, okay, here, while you're still being the beautiful, soft, gentle, lovely fairy that you are, okay? You've been through enough where you can peep what a shark looks like or a wolf looks like. Do not fall back into that trap of forgetting what your intuition feels like when the alarms go off. Yeah, that Seven of Cups, that illusion, all right? There might be a new person, someone else that just came in. Or it can't be the same person. But whatever. Maybe it is. Whatever. It's somebody you got to set a boundary. You got to set a boundary on. Oh, okay. This has very daydreamer energy, okay? This beautiful, like, fairy tale energy, which is beautiful. But you got to balance that thing out. Like, you would meet someone and probably see all the good in them and then spiritually bypass their shadow. because you're like, oh, well, we all have to deal with our shadow. I can help them work through it. And they didn't ask you to help them work through their shadow. If they're not willing to work on their shadow for themselves, don't do stuff like that. Come on now. That's crazy. Oh my God. All right. Fuck. You could save yourself from a world of hurt right now if you just set the proper boundaries as you see fit. If you're talking to someone new, this is exhausting. If you're talking to someone new, just pump the brakes, slow it down. Take time out to journal, you know, because if you're getting into a new way of being. You're getting into a way of being where you're a fairy, but you can also be down to earth, okay? You can still be grounded in reality and use a sense, right? Nine of Pentacles. Grounded energy, okay? You're still learning how to do that while still being this lovely, you know, loving person. Being all whisked away in the water that you are. Old habits die hard. Some of you guys, you don't want to miss out on an opportunity. You don't want to feel the regret, so you're trying to move very fast on something. Do it differently this time. If you're dating someone right now, okay. If you're dating someone right now, take inventory. Try this. Try this. Every week, just take inventory of how, or maybe every day, every couple of days, whatever. Take inventory of the week. How did you guys talk to each other that week? How did you talk to them? How did you feel? Or whenever you feel triggered by this person, journal that thing down, okay? Before you think about doing something crazy, or if you're feeling a certain way, journal it. All right. You have to find a way to see this see love in a different way. If this is a new person, you're about to walk right into another situation. Like you're just going to make, it seems like you're about to make a similar mistake. All right? All right. Whether that's codependency, it does seem like it's a little bit of that happening here. I know you guys, some of you guys, you like to learn your lessons through love. And that's fine. But now this lesson would be not to do the same thing again. If you had a problem setting boundaries in a previous situation and you're in a new situation, what are you doing differently to make sure that you're setting boundaries in a healthy way? What were the red flags that you saw in that previous relationship? All right, kind of start there, I guess. What was the rather just follow your intuition, but it seems like that might get muddled because it does seem like there's some spiritual bypassing here. So I'm trying to get it to some realistic, some tangible ways of seeing things so that you can like ground yourself and get back into. Because when we're in our warm and fuzzy honeymoon phase, it's kind of hard to see the truth, okay? Back to reality. Ground yourself with some meditation or journaling exercises, okay? And then, you know, when you do these exercises, it probably won't be anything while you're writing it. Maybe you'll come to an epiphany. But like, let's say at the end of the month or every 2 weeks, you go back and look at your journal entries. Then you can see what you were doing and how it applies to where you're at 2 weeks later, okay? Keep doing that. Keep taking inventory because you need to see how your mind is creating things or what you're doing. If there's patterns, very tangible patterns in your life, it's time to take some very concrete steps to working this out. Nobody's saying like don't date or whatever. It's just like you have to learn moderation, it seems, on a codependency, all right? Some of you guys don't want to be single because you don't want to miss out on somebody. So it's just like, some of you it's just that, all right? Some of you guys might have been enjoying a singlehood. Oh my God. Some of you guys might have been enjoying a singlehood for a little bit, but then somebody came along and you're like, well, you don't have to take someone in because they came along, right? If you're working on yourself, you're in this Nine of Pentacles energy, working on yourself and doing your thing, and then someone comes along in the middle of that, you don't have to take it. You don't. All right? It's going to be a conscious effort, of course, but because you have to get solid in this energy. I keep saying this with the Pisces. Y'all have to get solid in singledom before y'all move forward in a relationship. I don't care what y'all say. I'm sorry. Y'all want to learn lessons in love, but y'all are creating a world of hurt for yourselves for no reason when you could just learn this art of singledom, master that before you get into the next one. Okay, you could save yourself a world of pain. Look at that pain. All right, the Sun card in reverse, the Justice card in reverse, the Six of Cups in reverse. Pain, injustice. Some of you guys are looking at it like, oh, it's not fair that I'm single. All right, whatever. Once you change your perspective, though, with the awakening, that Hangman, we come to the World card. That's when you upgrade. Okay, there's a new way. Some of you guys are looking at it like, I shouldn't be single. I do this, I do that. Why should I be single? That's not the way to look at singlehood. Some of you guys are looking at singlehood as a freaking punishment, as opposed to looking at it in all its glory, all its freedom that it comes with. But anyway, once you change that perspective on what it means to be single, it's a little bit warped, okay? And that perception of singlehood. Like, you might look at someone who's going out to eat by themselves and be like, oh, I never want to be that person. Not realizing they having a fucking the darnest good time in their life. You know what I mean? So it's time to change that perspective on how you look at people, how you look at singlehood or enjoying your singlehood. If you're scared to like go out to eat by yourself or go to the movies by yourself, and you might have this perception of feeling pitiful and like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed, I have to eat by myself. It's like, no, feel empowered. I'm eating by myself. I'm enjoying my company. I know how to fill up my own cup. I could buy me a bottle of wine. Okay, all right. I could sit here and read my book. All right, like it's another way to look at that. You have to look at it in a different way. That's what's gonna upgrade you. That's going to upgrade you. With the Two of Wands, that's when you're going to feel like you have the world in your hands. That's when you can move forward with your plans in a proper way. Whatever your plans are in love or whatever. All right. Let's see what the blockages are, what you're failing to see, and overall advice. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All right. Ace of Pentacles with the Two of Cups. It just flipped out. In reverse. Partnerships. Look for partnerships. Don't look for just regular old soulmates who can just give you good D and bubble gum. Look for somebody who can give you that partnership, okay? There's many soulmates out there. You're going to have connections all willy-nilly. It's okay. But who can give you what you want? Who can be a partner in your life? Set that standard so that then you can start sifting through these connections easier. Not getting whisked away with whatever wave you're being pulled by. All right, what's the blockage? These cards are just coming out crazy. All right, we have the Nine of Cups. Very dreamer energy. You want your fairy tale. Oh, this is a fairy deck. Get it? Fairy tale. Okay. You gotta take a breather. See, you have to, with the Four of Swords coming out in reverse, you gotta go within. You gotta learn how to study. You gotta study yourself a little bit more. All right? Study yourself a little bit more. If somebody comes into your life, write about how you feel about that situation, okay? Look for it and then read over it. Are you romanticizing this person? Are there, if you can really take a closer look, are there some red flags with this person? Not saying pull apart this, it's not saying like be completely judgmental and pull this person apart, but you have to use a bit more discernment than what you're using. That needs to happen. All right? So like go to the extreme of really going in with your magnifying glass just so you can find the balance. Because right now you're on the other side where you're not, like you completely, like you might even look at their flaws like, that's so endearing. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's just some type of illusions here. It's time to do some real practical work. Start studying the fuck out of yourself, okay? It's time. Start studying yourself. Page of Pentacles. That is the card of study. The Nine of Cups. The card of the dream. Studying what that means too. What is a dream guy or the dream girl for you? It requires you to go within and figure that out. So just because someone comes along, you don't go for it just because they're there. You're like, okay, wait, I know what my dream guy, dream girl, what they have to offer. Not what they look like. It's like, what do they have to offer? Okay? Are they spiritually aware? Are they emotionally intelligent? Okay, are they honest? How do they talk to service workers? Whatever your thing is, okay? You need to have that list going on. And usually I don't say, like, I wouldn't tell like a Capricorn or Virgo to have a list because they might be too crazy with it. But with Pisces, you guys need to get a bit of a list going on, okay? Just so you can reel it back in and have something, some type of reference point to see if this person is a worthy partner or if they're just cute as fuck. Are they just cute and giving me attention? Or do they have the potential to be an actual partner? Pros and cons. List, write down a list. I'm saying like doing some practical thing. You guys need to ground, start implementing some grounding energies, okay? Grounding practices when you get into love, because I feel like love just takes you on a balloon ride. Hot air balloon ride. Some of you guys are already dealing with this. You're dealing with this right now. You need this reminder. Some of you guys are single and working on yourself, but you might have someone come in and that's going to tempt you. So this is like a foreshadowing or forewarning. Nine of Swords just came out. All right, what are they failing to see? Nine of Swords. They said, I said what I said. This is a card of overthinking. I don't think you're thinking enough. To be honest. I don't think when it comes to love, you'll be thinking enough. Y'all just ready to go with the flow. And then when shit goes down, it's like, oh, I didn't see it coming. Like, and the red flags will be right there. Illusions. Some of you guys, there is someone here coming out as an Emperor in reverse, okay? They cannot give you what you want. Some of you guys, you still have this it's like a past person or whatever, I don't know. But this person is having you trapped. Some of you guys, you're married to this person, all right? But they have you trapped in a certain mindset. We have the Seven of Cups coming out with the Eight of Swords. It's this illusion that's leaving you trapped. You're trapped in this illusion of this person. Some of you guys are trapped in the illusion of this long-term situation. Emperor in reverse. Yeah, Hermit, Virgo energy. Get that grounding going. It's time, okay? When these pentacles are coming out like crazy too. Like, you guys need to get more out of the heart, get more into the root, okay? And get more into the air energy, okay? The intellectual, like thinking, logic. The only slippery thing about logic is you could kind of talk yourself in and out of anything, right? Especially if you're spiritually bypassing, you can use your words to say, well, this makes sense because, and it's like, no. Get into your power. Get into what makes you feel empowered, what doesn't make you feel empowered, what feels good, what doesn't. At a very gut instinct, okay? Back to this Nine of Pentacles. The independence. Some of you have a person that does not want you to be independent. Magician in reverse. They don't want you to get in your power. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Upright. That's that Beyonce card. That's that I could do it all on my own type of card. It's coming out in reverse. They don't want to see that. Wow. Once again with that Five of Swords and a Justice card. This could be someone from the past coming back because they see you jumping. Okay. All right. So if this person hasn't come back in your mind yet, they probably will. Maybe they'll come back in your thoughts. Maybe they'll start coming in your dreams or call you up. Or you might, yeah, they might pop up physically, or you just might start thinking about them. It's something about their energy. Their energy is feeling you back off. And now they might make some type of move to make you think about them some more or want to get back with them or something like that is happening. What's the power animal? Don't fall back into the trap. That's why you have to set those psychic boundaries there. The protection. You have to unbound. You have to cut the cord with this person. If this is like the same, one of the same crappy exes, it's time. Okay, some of you guys is definitely an ex. Vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. Some of you guys are starting to feel nostalgic. You feel like you did some healing. Time heals all things. You know, and this person might be coming back as an emperor, and now you're feeling nostalgic, like, oh yeah, we can do this, we can work it out again. I'm a better person now. Not realizing, no, when you guys get back together, this person's going to be the same person, and you're going to go back to the same person you were when you were with them, because that's the dynamic that you guys have. Some of you guys, because of, you don't want to feel like you put all this effort into something and it just went to shit. It's like, damn. Some of you guys is a marriage, right? It's like, damn, we've been married for so long. Like, but it doesn't take away from the fact that you gotta go. All right? You could be married 23 years and then you guys have to separate because you grow apart. You know, it happens. It does happen, okay? Nothing is wasted. It was a lesson. Make sure you learn the lesson here. Badger spirit, you need to do something different this time around. If this person comes around again, be fearless, be bold. Buffalo spirit, and check yourself, okay? Take inventory of your emotions here. Buffalo spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Some of you guys feel like it's not fair that you're single and this person comes along right when you're feeling that vulnerable. Bat spirit, a rebirth is assured. It is going to help upgrade you once you step into that. I'm single and I'm loving it, like genuinely loving it. Not single and I'm waiting for someone to come to me. Okay, but single and genuinely loving it, that's when you're in a power position where you can posture yourself in a way where you're like, yeah, I don't need you. Like, it's cool that you're here, but let's see, can you actually give me what I want? You know, that's the energy that you need to get in. Because, like, as soon as you're ready to stand up, somebody could just come through with their wave of energy and knock you down back into the romance. The La La Land energy, okay? Let's get the power of the romance angels. I'm going to pull for the power animal. I mean the Rebel deck. Yeah, look at that. Free yourself from this unrequited love. Free yourself. All right. We're going to pull from the Rebel deck. You just need a hug, okay? You guys are feeling vulnerable. Squeeze. You guys need a hug, but you don't need a hug from your ex. This person is smelling the fucking blood in the water, and they're about to come through. Man, listen. Don't force it. Allow that shit to come to you. Some of you got that codependency, okay? It has you moving in some weird ways sometimes. Shame, regret, guilt, those are all just bullshit. Forgive and let that shit go. Let that person go. Okay, you ain't do nothing wrong. You ain't do nothing wrong here, all right? And you know what? Setting those boundaries, if you're not used to setting boundaries is going to feel weird. It is going to make you feel like, oh my God, I'm such a bitch. So what? You need to cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. That's all you need to do. You need a hug. You need to be vulnerable. You need to tap into that. You need to love. Oh, you need to love on yourself, all right? Have those moments, eating ice cream and watching rom-coms by yourself. Like, that's healing. That's some loving on yourself type of energy there, all right? Learn to do that. It's okay. It doesn't make you a weirdo to love on yourself by yourself, taking yourself out to eat, rubbing yourself down on a massage, okay? Do what you gotta do. I be doing myself massages, all right? Oh, God. Anyway, all right now, Pisces. Thank you so much. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG. That's Taryn Hill. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you do want to be a patron, check out the Patreon link below. Thank you so much, and until we meet again, peace.